and welcome to another interesting edition of Pillow Talk. My name is Marion Amanambu, aka Fab of Nigerian Celebrity Network. So today the issue on the plate is, can you be friends with your ex? Is it possible to have your ex in your life and be able to maintain a civil friendship, a relationship without crossing the line, knowing that this person is someone that you dated, someone you had intimacy with, someone you loved at some point and shared some special feelings and special moments with? Is it still possible to maintain this friendship? And some of you out there find yourself married and still calling your exes, still talking to them on the phone, like, like matters that this person needs to be in your life. I know it's a very dicey situation and very difficult to fully judge without knowing, the full detail of this relationship or of what it entails, what exactly is the component of this relationship. It's very complicated. Yes and no. When you ask me, can you? I'll be like, yes, you can, and perhaps no. But it depends on the kind of relationship you have with that person. Now, I had a friend who called me because his wife was still friends with her ex, and she would talk to him on the phone occasionally, and the husband knew about it. The husband got to meet her ex over the phone and knew they had a relationship, and he would call to check on her and the kids and find out how they're doing and all that. They still had a friendship, and the husband became a little bit worried, wasn't sure what was going on between like borderline jealousy and concern, and he got to a point he panicked because his wife's ex had come into town. He came to the US and he wanted to meet the girl. He wanted to see her again, and she told the husband that she was gonna go. She was actually traveling. She was gonna fly to another state, to Florida, to see this guy. And the husband tried to dissuade or stop her from going, but she just bought her ticket and went. I know it's complicated. As soon as she left, the husband called me and wanted to know what he could do. I was so dumbfounded because, first of all, you're married. Why would you fly to go see your ex in another state and probably be spending the night there, or maybe a couple nights, maybe a weekend or whatever, with this person, and have your husband believe that you're going to be staying in a different hotel or separate hotel room and there's nothing intimate? In that situation, I would be like, sneaky. That is not right. That is not okay. In my opinion, that is not fine to do that. It's shady. If I told the man, I said, I don't really know the whole story to be able to give my honest, unbiased opinion about it. I really did not know. I hadn't talked to the wife. I had no clue what the relationship was, so I couldn't offer that advice to him. But I do know that when she came back from that trip, it was rocky at home. It was one problem after another because the guy felt like he couldn't trust her anymore, and she had disobeyed him by going to see this guy. They're still trying to work it out. Till today, it affected their relationship. So I know it's difficult to be friends with your ex. Really, really difficult. It's something that you would have to think seriously about before undertaking. Sometimes you want to leave the past in the past and move on. And if that person is your ex, there's a reason why they're your ex. There's a reason why they're no longer center stage in your life. You moved on, let them move on. But I know there are some situations that are unique. There are situations where it would, such an arrangement could work, and you could be able to be or maintain a relationship with this person and be civil and not cross that line of intimacy with that person. And in such situations, I would say maybe in the relationship that you had with that person, it ended on a very good note. There wasn't any bitterness. There wasn't any animosity. It was a good relationship. But for some reason, it didn't work out. And both of you had decided it was better for both of you to go your separate ways. Maybe because of, one thing or another, or it wasn't working out anymore. But it was a respectful relationship. And when you move on, because that person was a nice person to you, it's possible to still be friends with that person. But what I would say is, once you get married, that's where you should draw the line. If you're a married man, I think you need to draw the line of intimacy with your ex. You might want to maintain that relationship at a distance, but not to the detriment of your marriage. You might want to consider your partner when you're doing that. You might want to find out how they feel about the situation. If it's a partner that doesn't really care what you're doing or is confident, in herself or himself in that relationship, or feels like they have nothing to worry about, then go ahead. By all means. Knock yourself out. But you need to understand the feelings of the person that you are in the current relationship with. Is it your wife? Is it your boyfriend? Is it your girlfriend? You need to understand how they feel about that. Talk to them and figure out, is this something that will be okay with you? If not, draw a line, cut it off, keep going. You can still talk to them once in a while through email or, maybe on the phone once in a while. But not because, and I've also found out that some people tend to open up more to their exes, and cross the line and start telling them things that are going on in their marriages. A girl would tell her ex-boyfriend, oh my God, oh, my husband yells, or my husband does this, or he does that. Oh, can you believe he blew the money that we saved for the children's education? Or, he went on a shopping spree, or he gambled it. There are things that should stay in your marriage that you shouldn't discuss with your ex, especially when it has to do with your spouse. Crossing the line is no good. It's not going to bring anything good to your present relationship. So you want to be mindful of that. Now, from my experience, I do have friends that that I dated in the past that are still in my life, that are my friends, but we have a mutual understanding not to cross the line. It's just a silent understanding that is there, that no line will be crossed. And I know not to go telling them, intimate stuff about me that they do not need to know about. It could be called, how are you doing, what's going on? Because maybe while we were in that relationship, they found out, I was useful to them in terms of maybe advising them or guiding them financially, in their financial decisions, or guiding them, in their career path, and advising them on things that would make them a better person. And letting go of that relationship, they probably missed that part. Maybe their present partner, they're not able to get that out of that person. So they want to, hang on and hold on to that person that they know, oh my God, if I call her, I know she's going to be honest with me. She's going to tell me, because she has nothing, at stake. She's going to be open and honest about her feelings. And I do appreciate her feelings, because in the past, when I was in a relationship with her, she had helped me attain a level of success in what I was doing. So in that situation, it's okay. But, like I said, crossing the line is where the problem is. You don't want to cross the line. So if you're married, my advice is cut it off. Stop. Traveling to another state to go see another man and leaving your husband and going against your husband's wishes or desires is not going to help your situation. It's not going to help your marriage. It's not going to help it. Respect yourself, respect your marriage, respect your ex and his relationship too. Because sometimes he could be married or she could be married. So you want to respect everyone in this situation and just, stay within your boundaries. That's all I have to say on this topic, and I hope you learned one or two things, and hopefully you join me next time on another edition of Pillow Talk. My name is Marion Amanambu, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you for spending your time with me, and I do appreciate you checking out my other videos, and follow me on Twitter at Marion Aman, and hopefully I'll have something more interesting to share next time. Thank you, and bye-bye.